tell me not, and mourn for numbers life. Oh, life is but an empty dream, for a soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real and life is earnest, and the grave is not his goal. Thus thy art to dust returneth was not even spoken of the soul in his world's broad fields of battle and viviance of life. Be not like a dumb-driven cattle, but be a hero in the strife. Lives of great men all remind us we can live our lives sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the mighty sands of time. Let's talk some football, baby. So at the end of the day, my guy Orlando Scandrick said, "Hey, release me, cut me, get rid of me. I'm used up. I'm worthless to you guys, right? I don't want to compete. Come on now." 10 years, 8 interceptions. You got to be able to just be a dog out there. A full-fledged dog out there. Now, if you're not a dog out there, you're not going out there fighting for your position out there on the field. Now, I never heard the coaching staff saying that, hey, we're going to start the other players in front of you. You got to get out there and fight. That's what I want. That's what the type of person that I want out there on my team. Now, if you feel like you're not having the opportunity and you see the writing on the wall, maybe I can see that. But at the same time, we know that one thing with the Cowboys, they trust the veteran players. Now, if you're the veteran out there, you're supposed to get out there and say, okay, these guys that's behind me, they're going to have to damn near kill me and straight me off, drag me off this field in order for me to give up this spot. Got to have that type of temperament. So, Orlando Scandrick, if you don't have that type of temperament out there in your heart, soul, and mind, then it is what it is. So a lot of people saying, "Hey, Law, you been too hard on the guy, man. The guy just going out there, he's trying to get more money." Man, look here. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is, you got a contract. They probably talking about shopping you around and all this stuff, but they giving you prime opportunity to make it happen out there on the field. Now, a prize fighter, even when he's losing, even when he's beyond his time, right? He's still swinging. He's swinging with every blow because he know that it just take one hit to knock somebody out. That's how you gotta have. That's how you have to have your mentality. That's how you gotta live your life. Now, I don't know what you guys do out there for a living. I understand that. But if you ever want to be successful, if you ever want to be anything in life, you keep fighting. And even if you try to fall, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And that's what I'm saying. If you are a veteran guy out there in anything that you do in life, if you fighting, if you doing anything out there and you losing, swing. And even if you fall, still fighting. I mean, that's what I'm saying. When you're up against the struggles, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, pledge your feet, and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge, do the best that you can do. You may fall, you may conquer, see it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself and fight and trim. If worse is bound to happen, in spite of all that you do, remember, running from it will not save you. See it through. You got to see these things through, man. If you don't have that type of temperament, if you don't have that type of mindset, you don't need to be in the National Football League. Because at the end of the day, this is your young man's league. The next person is trying to get your spot. The GMs, their job is to replace you. But if you sitting there saying, okay, just release me, you don't got no heart, bruh. That's what I'm saying. And I don't need you. That's what I'm talking about. But neither here nor there. We're talking about free agency acquisitions. We're talking about trade acquisitions too as well. A lot of people saying, look, Law, you don't build a team through free agency. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you go out there and make 10, 15,000 moves out of free agency and make 30 trades. I'm not saying do that. All you need to set up your team, to elevate your team, is 1 to maybe 2 acquisitions during the free agency, and maybe one sweet trade. You do that. That's how you elevate your team and where you need to see your improvement at. Maybe you don't have to draft a nose tackle in the first round. Maybe you don't have to draft an offensive lineman in the second round or what have you. When you can just utilize a known go out there and get a known commodity. Now, I do know a lot of people say, well, hey, Cowboys don't have the money. That number is a misnumber. There's always ways where you can manipulate the cap to make the number fit your need. We see that all the time with teams that need to get out there and make things happen. The problem is with the Cowboys is that we hold on to the players that we love. And sometimes you got to get that out your mind. Just because you love a player doesn't mean that you have to keep the player. Just because you like somebody don't mean that you have to buy the roses. That's just how it is. In order for this draft to be successful, you got to figure out a way to will and deal. That's all I'm saying. You take it how you want it, but we can't use every last one of these draft picks. And Jerry Jones and Will McClay and Stephen Jones, everybody should know that. You cannot fall in love with all these draft picks. Figure out a way to will and deal and get it a little bit closer to the player that you love more than you like, or a player that you need more than you want, and then get your wants towards the end, or sprinkle your wants throughout. I don't know how it got to go, but you got to figure it out. You guys got to figure it out. It is what it is. But we all know that free agency and drafting and all that good stuff, it's all a crap shot anyway, But the free agency and the trade are a little bit more of a known commodity than a draft, because you really don't know what you're going to get out of the draft. But all I'm saying is the Cowboys Nation, we got to figure out a way to will and deal our way through this. If not, we'll be back into the same page or back into the same fold. So with that being said, I really thank everybody for tuning in to the channel. Don't forget, if you like the channel, hit the like button down below. If you want to be part of the notification squad, rub the bell down below too as well. Go and give it a little rub down there, and that way when I jump on, you see my mug, you see my face, you'll be able to get a notification. And with that being said, share the video if you like to as well. And with that being said, that's been my time. I really thank you guys for yours, and remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.